What is up? What is up? After a little sabbatical, we are back. Chase and myself from the cocktail hour. I've been dealing with pregnancies, and my old man had a hernia operation, and
Oof.
just dealing with some good old life stuff. I got the old man beard going on. I definitely need to shave this because I look old as fuck right now. I just looked at myself. I feel like I look like Sam Elliott in Roadhouse right now.
I walked out of getting a haircut and beard trim the other day and was convinced that I just looked like really shitty Travis Kelce. Like whenever it happened, I was like, oh, this is not a good look for me.
Now, this is Chase, the Wolf of Oaklawn on the Twitter machine. I'm Erik, eToff21. This is the cocktail hour. Chase and I are going to shoot the shit, talk some sports, talk some life. Just kind of seeing what's going on. I am prepared. I have 4 weddings I have to go to now, so no cocktail for me. Good old H2O. Gave up bread down 26 lbs. No big deal.
I was gonna say I think we're at the point that you've been eating and living clean for so long that we need to start getting the weight updates. That should just be falling off,
man. 20, but here's my fear. Okay, like let me paint the scenario for you. Okay, There's gonna be me at a wedding in July in Miami. Only person standing up who didn't play in the NBA. And it's going to be outside. And they're throwing the idea away. Oh, to tell you that this is my tax guy. Dude, my taxes are a total clusterfuck, but I'll get back to that later. And they want the shirts to be light blue. Do you know the man sweats I'm going to be having going on up there, dude?
Yeah.
I'm going to be having hits, oh my God, Jesus.
I mean, at least they cut you a break and there are no white pants in that scenario.
Because dude.
Booty sweat is real, man. Booty sweat happens. There's no way that I could pull off white pants in that scenario.
Oh my God. I am so, and that, honestly, that's one of the reasons. It's just I just gotta trim down. There's gonna be a lot of female rappers there, which, let's face it, a Foxy Brown in what was her song? Hot Spot, Hot Fox. That's the song. Oh yeah, if she's there, dude, it's on. I got
you make 100%. That's got to be. You gotta. I'm gonna think that making a play at Foxy Brown is absolutely a must do. It's just giving up.
You ready to be blown away? Can you guess the female rapper I went on a couple dates with? She was peak 90s. She peaked in the 90s with Ja Rule.
Okay. I know because you've told me before.
Oh, well.
I didn't know how to play that. I was like, do I let him do I keep?
Dude, I had no idea.
Because it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool story, to be honest. And I didn't want to usurp any you'd be like, oh yeah, it was just this person, which I guess I just did in the end. Then.
Miss Charlie Baltimore, dude. Hey, another one of these. No big deal. Back in my cooler days.
That's nice.
Oh, dude. I outkick my coverage.
Yeah. I once terrified Acacia Courtney from TVG in an elevator. How about
Hey, I've been called an asshole by Beyonce, Janet Jackson.
It's happened from 2 separate prominent
people. And it's just
prominent pop stars. Yes.
Here's the thing. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and there's no wiggle room with me. It's either you like me or you fucking hate me. There's no in between ground. It's one or the other.
For a guy from Michigan, I will have to say that's a very Eminem sort of stance to take. Yeah,
I
like it. It makes Eminem feel more authentic to me now.
I mean, dude, I love the Eminem. God. So we have to talk about your Hogs.
Yeah.
Obviously, we need to talk about the game against Duke. Note's gone.
Yep.
Williams, what's he doing?
He's staying. I don't think he'll go.
Okay.
Now I'm going to assume he stays for at least one more year.
because you guys got some dudes on the old the top
Yeah.
100 list, don't you? You guys got a like pretty good class, right?
Yeah, we had 3 McDonald's All-Americans with Anthony Black,
Yeah.
who committed, I think, McDonald's game like week. Then we
Okay.
got Nick Smith Jr., went to my high school, North
Oh,
Little Rock. Yeah, he was a 5. He was, I think, the number 2 player. I think
okay.
maybe. And then we have his name always escapes me, but he has what caused someone to get slapped at the Oscars. He's got a little bit of the alopecia. He looks like Josh Dobbs from Tennessee, but like a
Okay.
freaky alien who can run the court and mash it. And so we've got
Everybody.
yeah, we have got the number 2 recruiting class in the country. It's I would like to say my high school produced 2 McDonald's All-Americans this year. The other one's going to Oregon.
Now, let me ask you this. Anytime you have a team, well, actually, no. Is Musselman going to be able to control all those egos and all those people?
I think so. I really do. And also I think he takes a lot of pressure off of all of them because he's so out there
Yeah.
and so like omnipresent that it's more he's going to get more questions about like his behavior and decisions and him just wanting to have fun and stuff where like
Mhm.
these kids I feel like won't be under any sort of microscope and they can just be them.
Yeah.
I it looks good. I saw today in the first like way too early rankings for next year, Arkansas is number 1.
Oh. Ooh.
Released today.
Oh. That's a little
Hype. I has it.
Oh. That's and plus the one thing that Musselman does is he's really good in the transfer window. He
Yeah.
just gets dudes. Like that's all he does. He gets dudes. You guys had that point guard from Cleveland State 2 seasons ago. The Note from South Dakota. Yep. So I mean, like he just gets dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. Like it's interesting, and I think the transfer portal is going to be wild this year, just with all the NIL stuff and people going right or left. I think it's going to be like a crazy off season, and I'm not going to lie, I really don't like.
You had 3 Peacocks, 3 St. Peter's Peacocks enter the portal today.
Oh yeah, like the guy with the porn stash.
Yeah. I was like reading like the game highlights like on my phone somewhere, couldn't watch, and there was a score and it was like it showed his picture and it was like Doug Eddert makes jumper, and I was like, jumper? I think they spelled all the ladies wet wrong. Look at that. Look at that stallion.
But no, it's gonna be a completely different game. You know, and I get it, I understand it, but like I don't know. I kind of miss the old school stuff, and I don't know. Maybe that's me. Maybe my old beard's starting to make me look older. Act older.
I would gladly go back to a day that was pre one and done. That's what I hate more than anything is one and done. I feel like that's been pretty detrimental. As far as like the transfers and everything, I'm pretty cool with that because I feel like that gives. I don't like the fact that a coach could just pick up and leave after a year, and a player was maybe stuck there until he got like a release. Like I felt like that wasn't really fair. NIL's just made shit wild. Like
stuff's crazy.
I'm all for unfettered capitalism, but we might need to like figure out some ways to.
I mean, you had former Lion great Charlie Baltimore offering Caleb Williams like $500,000 to go play at Eastern Michigan.
Ridiculous.
Like, I mean,
that's crazy.
I mean, just think about it. Can you imagine if Caleb Williams from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Just goes to Eastern Michigan, man. I'm just gonna dominate the MAC. Gonna play in the Detroit Motor City Bowl, Motor City Bowl. You know, just pimp slap whatever.
Eat all the little Caesars I want. You know, hell yeah. Hey man, I would have done it. I completely would have done it.
I think it would have been absolutely hilarious if he would have done it. Also, you mentioned the slap.
Yeah.
Now, couple things. The thing with the slap is, you know who came out the best from the slap?
Chris Rock.
No. Someone, see, you don't even know.
Who? Who?
Venus Williams. Because like her boobie popped out.
Oh wow.
Like, see, like you don't even know. Like, no one's talking about, dude.
No.
Like, she was
No.
just chilling. They cut to her.
It was just
Her boob was out.
just one.
Just one. She was wearing
Just one.
like a little
Okay.
low cut thing, boobie
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
They cut back. They cut to like the Oscar emblem, and they cut back, and then her boob is still just nestled right there. Like, and like nobody's talking about that.
No one's saying anything. No
All
one's doing
because-
this person any favors.
All because
oh my
Will
God.
Smith
Yeah.
got up and slapped it. Now this is my 2 cents. I have 2 takes on it. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
it makes you seem more intimidating, I feel, if you just get up and just say, "Hey, don't say my wife's name."
Yeah.
Say it without swearing. Sit down. That's it.
Right.
Number 2, now where I come from, if you slap another man,
It's fucking on.
it's basically telling the other man, I don't respect you, and I don't think you can do anything because I don't have to punch you.
Yeah.
That's basically like me and like what I know growing up. What was your take on the pimp slap heard around the world?
I don't know. I remember my dad telling me when I was growing up, you never slap another man. You punch. You never slap another man. But here's I think that the person to blame is Jada Pinkett Smith. I blame her. Because if you see like if people were unaware, AT&T like messed up my cable. I had like a fiber optic cable cut, like, and had to get it repaired. So I was without internet for like a week, which means I got to watch a lot of just TV over the antenna, which means I couldn't find my remote and a whole lot of entertainment tonight. So I got like all the angles on this. So Jada Pinkett Smith, at first Will Smith thinks it's funny. He laughs. Jada Pinkett Smith makes a face, says something to him. So he's at this point where like his wife has caught him laughing at a joke about her, and she has now dispatched him to do something. He's at such a place where he's like, God damn, all right, I have to go up there now and do something. 2, my other take is slappers can't be criers. Like, if anyone's gonna cry, it's the slappee. So I don't understand why the crying that Will Smith did on stage is somehow endearing, and the crying that Chris Rock did by himself in a bathroom stall is somehow something to be embarrassed of.
Okay. Also, now I don't know this is true. Now, granted, like I haven't watched Entertainment Tonight probably since I was in 8th grade, but
yeah, it's nice to dive back into. I'll tell you though.
Like someone said that Chris Rock like pursued Jada Heisman'd him, and they're like he knew what he was doing. So I don't know. Like
they alluded to that on ET.
See, I'm in the know. I'm in the know, and I don't know I'm in the know.
Look at that. You're as in the know as like John Tesh.
John.
I guess he doesn't do Entertainment Tonight anymore, but anyway. He always hosts Entertainment Tonight in my mind.
So as much as I'm sure you guys want to hear us talk about, Will Smith and the slap and Venus's boob, and I'm sure a lot of people are Googling, like you're probably doing it right now, Venus's boob, but
yeah, that's exactly how that's going down.
So MLB is right around the corner. We're gonna look at some futures from Bet Online, and just if anything kind of, I have a couple I'm kind of interested in. We got the D-backs, 66.5. That's a stay away from me. This is the one that's kind of interesting for me. 91 and a half is a lot.
Mhm.
You have Freddie Freeman, who isn't there anymore for the Braves. You have Acuna, who had suffered that devastating leg injury, isn't there.
Yep. He
Charlie
won't be back
Morton.
for a couple months at least, I think they
Yep.
said.
You got Charlie Morton, who's hurt. And, you know, they're in the East. The East has the Mets, who are good, the Phillies, who are much improved, the Marlins that are underneath the radar, and the Nationals. They have Juan Soto. Any team that has Juan Soto, in my eyes, has a puncher's chance.
There's a World Series contender. Absolutely. Absolutely
So,
agree.
To me, 91.5, that's definitely kind of on the radar and something I'm kind of interested in.
It's interesting. I don't know what to do with it. I feel like, especially getting those odds on under, I feel like that's a shot you gotta take almost.
Hey, buddy. You know what Nick Young says? Shoot or shoot.
That's right. That's right.
So,
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of changes, and I feel like 91 is a strong number there.
Yeah,
a really strong number.
91 strong. So let's definitely, remember that. I'll jot that bad boy down right here. Jesus, dude. The Oreos are 62.5. 62.5. I mean, that's just and it's juice to the over. I mean, that out of principle alone, I would play that, but with the juice, like I don't know how you look at it. Minus 115 is the most I'll do on an MLB future.
Right. Yeah. I feel like plus 100 isn't enough. Like, I think I've told you before that Orioles wins are to be cherished. That's how I feel about them. And if I'm hoping to cherish 63 Orioles wins, then you're going to need to give me a lot more than just 1-1,
Moving down, we got the Red Sox who, 85, but that kind of number kind of seems right to me. The Cubs, for those who don't know, I'm in Chicago and I absolutely hate the Cubs. And you know what? Do you want a quick Chicago Cubs story?
Let's get it. Let's hear it.
So, I dated a former World Series MVP's daughter. And when the Cubs made the run to the and won it all, she was able to get us basically into every game.
Okay.
And so we're down in Cleveland, and Jake Arrieta just pitched, I believe it was game 6. So he's not going to pitch game 7. He did his work in game 6. And the young female I was dating, she liked to roll the dice, if you will. So we went to the casino I believe, is it still called Jacobs Field, where the Indians played?
No, it's named after like a loan company now or something like that.
Quicken Loans, whatever.
Yeah.
They have a casino in the vicinity there. Guess who we saw at the blackjack table? $10 min.
In Cleveland?
In Cleveland.
Was he a baseball player also?
He was a baseball player who had just pitched for the Cubs.
Oh, so it was Arrieta then?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Jake Arrieta.
10 min.
$10 min table at 1 a.m. after he pitched in game 6. Because the season was done. He knew he wasn't. He knew because he threw like 90-some odd pitches. He wasn't coming in.
Yeah.
So he was just there living the life on the $10 blackjack min in Cleveland, Ohio.
I'll tell you what. It's not it's not him being out at the blackjack table that upsets me. It's the $10 min. Most definitely.
I mean, why are you at the $10 min? That's the thing that blows my mind. Put on your big boy pants. At least go to the 25. If you're at the 25,
if I'm a
I can respect you a little bit.
If I'm a GM, I'm not going to touch him because that's a man who doesn't believe in himself.
I'm going to do a quick Google search. Jake Arrieta's net worth. What do you What do you think this bad boy's at?
Couple million. I don't know.
Jake, 20 mil.
I was close. 2 was close to it.
20 mil, and this dude is at the $10 min.
Yeah.
This is before he got that big contract. So, but dude, still $10 min. White Sox 92.5. Yeah. Yeah. To me, like when you get into these high 90s numbers, this is when they get tempting to take the under.
Right.
Twins, I think, are going to be good.
Yeah.
Tigers, I mean, a lot of people like them. You know,
I like
a Tiger fan. I'm a little apprehensive about it.
I like them a lot this year, honestly. I feel like you got some really good pieces. I bet on the Tigers a lot last year.
Yeah, I did too. I bet on those guys a lot. They did just get Meadows, but they do have Baez who strikes out way too much.
Yeah.
They have some good young pitching, but because of like the Twins being good, I think the Guardians, that sounds really weird saying, are better than people think. Tigers supposed to be good. 92 seems a lot to me.
I think that's going to be more of a slug it out kind of division by far. So yeah, I'd be on the under as well.
Cincinnati Reds.
I kind of want to go with the over there.
It was kind of funny. I went to round 1 of the NCAA tournament up in Milwaukee. We're waiting to get in, and there's this guy behind me, and he was bitching about how cheap the Reds are because this is right when they started trading everyone and selling everything off.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, they're going to start charging people to take pisses there. So, see, I don't know. Like, I kind of would want to lean under there, but yeah, I just can't. I can't fire it right there.
Yeah.
Guardians, I would want to go over on the Guardians. However, it's juiced to minus 130 on the 75.5. There's one under that I really like, and we're gonna actually. I'm sorry, there's 2. My fault. There's 2 unders that I like, and they're on the screen right now. Now, I am wearing the Detroit Red Wings, Detroit Tigers crossover hat.
Yep.
I like the under 78.5.
I like the over. I like the team. I like the over. I'll be honest.
Don't get me wrong. This is my team, and I hope to God I'm wrong. I hope to God I'm wrong. If they would have got Correa, the shortstop from the Astros, dude, I'm all in. I'm like Wesley Snipes in Passenger 57. All in.
Just go for it. Yeah, man.
All in. But the fact they got Javier Baez.
Yeah.
I just like, and that's who you're gonna rely on. Cabrera is great, but he can't slug anymore. He's just a situational, positional hitter. Nothing but singles, maybe some doubles. They have some good young pitching. They just traded for Austin Meadows, but it's just the fact I just despise Javier Baez. It's kind of like when Blake Griffin got traded to the Pistons.
Right.
I want to take the under here.
Okay. That's fair. I like it. I like your honesty. I feel like you made like a good, just kind of like self-evaluation, took a self-inventory, and you came out with what feels like your truth, and you're living it. And I like it.
And then the next one, Astros, under 91.5. Verlander's their number 1 now. I mean, can you really rely on him? They lost Correa. Altuve, I mean, 32-year-old, 5 foot, what was he, 5'4", 5'6", power hitter. That's disaster written all over it. I just like, those are the 2 unders that I really like.
What are the Mariners at?
See, that's oh shit. Oh, premature with my sign into Bet Online, dude. Look at me just fumbling right here. Jeez.
You got it.
Jesus.
You got it.
Show a little professionalism, Erik. All right, so we're going MLB futures. Boom. Oh, team wins. Boom. Regular season wins. Boom. Mariners, that was another team because they got some dudes.
They
And I'm
do.
gonna go ahead.
They do, and I think it also kind of helps bolster your under on the Astros because they're in the same division. They could probably pick up a few games from the Astros there.
84.5.
Whew. I would
Mariners
never have
got some
guessed
good
that
young
number was that
talent.
high.
They
Yeah.
got some good young, but I feel with like how they were in position last year, it's a little, yeah,
Yeah.
a little juiced up. I do kind of want to take the under of 85.5 with the Giants, though. I kind of feel like with how they did last year,
It'd be hard to repeat.
it's going to be tough to duplicate that. So those are kind of like the four ones like are kind of on my radar. The Braves under, Tigers under, Giants under, and what was the other one did I say? I'm like spacing. Old man, Astros under.
Mm-hmm.
Just start calling me Sam Elliott, dude. Now I do have though a couple more futures. Let me scroll up here. We're going with divisional futures.
Okay.
I don't like anything here. Do you like anything in the Central? White Sox, Twins, Tigers, Guardians, Royals.
I actually kind of like the Twins and the Tigers futures there. Especially the Tigers at plus 800, but plus 375 for second, second choice. I like that.
Is juicy. AL East, I mean, it's like the Jays at 165, Yanks at 225, Rays at 260, Red Sox at 600, Orioles don't even bother.
Yeah.
Anything there piques your interest or?
I don't really want to mess with it because I don't want to say that I want any of the three teams who are not in first and the top choice to win. I'd like to see the Blue Jays win. I mean they're very hyped. I've heard them very hyped before and it doesn't seem to come through, but at the same time I mean I don't trust the Yankees teams. Tampa Bay just doesn't quite seem to have what they need. Boston could always just surprise you with a crazy season and win it. If I were going to play anything there, I might take a flyer at Boston.
Now, okay. So here's the thing. I'll say it. Did I tell you the Major League Baseball player's daughter I dated?
No.
Joe Carter.
Oh wow.
So we went up to Toronto once.
Mm-hmm.
And like, dude, you want to talk about some dude being like treated like effing royalty?
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, and like, dude, this was like what 30 years later. Like,
right.
Like I was up there with him, and yeah, like Jesus, dude, like it just blew my mind. And have you ever been to Toronto?
I've never been. No.
So like a street, you it's the street. There's like here, like I'm going toward you. This is coming here, and in between is like the metro system.
Okay.
Like the train.
Yeah.
So you have all these random train stops, and you have to like stop your car when people are like crossing on the crosswalks.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I almost clipped when I was driving like 4 mother Canuckers.
Oh wow.
Like just because this was like a new concept. I had like no idea what was going on. I had Joe Carter yelling at me. Like
that's scary.
Oh, dude. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because of that, I don't like the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Now this is the one that old Uncle Rico has with it. The AL West.
Okay.
Now, I'm banking on health. Okay. And any team that has Ohtani
and Mike Trout. Yep. Going to say the exact same thing. Absolutely.
I got to go in.
Absolutely.
I got to do it. I got to go in. I'm banking on health. If I'm banking on health and those two stay healthy, the Astros come back down to earth.
Yeah.
The Mariners, overpriced. Rangers and Athletics are basically a shit show right now. So I think there's value on the Angels at plus 375.
100% agree on all fronts there. I like it. I like it a lot.
Now we're going down here. If you see anything that wets your noodle, Central, anything from Brewers minus 180, Cards 230, Cubs 11-1.
Opportunity to be a big disgusting homer. I'll take the Cards plus 230. Jesus, dude. Yeah, I'm the worst.
Oh, what about the East here? Braves, Mets, Phillies, Marlins, Nats.
Phillies.
Yeah, the Phillies are going to be pretty good this year, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dodgers, Padres, Giants, Rockies, Diamondbacks. Now this kind of goes back to my thing. The over-under for the Giants was 85.5.
Yeah.
For a team that is, according to the books, the third best team in the division.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think it's probably, I honestly have a hard time seeing anybody win the division from the Dodgers, and I don't want to take a shot at anybody in this division.
Yeah. Okay. So, we're liking the Angels at plus 375. These are always fun ones, dude, to make the playoffs. Now, you said you like the Tigers, right? Let's see what the Tigers are here. Where are we at? Plus 325 for yes.
Absolutely. I'm on it.
Okay. I like the Tigers plus 325. Astros no plus 300.
That's pretty juicy. Angels, yes, plus 160.
Angels plus 160, that suggests, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just got to look at the lines and understand the numbers, and you can get a little bit of the thing. So the Cards were plus. Oh, so I wasn't gonna. So basically, I feel the Central as one team that makes the playoffs.
Okay.
So and it's a 2-team race, probably the Brewers or the Cardinals. So you either play the Cardinals to make it, to win the division, or you play the Brewers not to make the playoffs.
Right.
Twins plus 200. I feel that's a little low. Now let me ask you this: Buck Showalter is the coach of the Mets. At the end of last season, now granted, you and I didn't know each other at this point. Did you just sit back and stroke that big luscious beard of yours and say, "You know what, son of a bitch, dude? If the Mets had Buck Showalter, they would be going places."
Yeah, anytime I watch baseball games that don't involve my own team that I like, I'm just like, fuck, where's Buck Showalter when you need him? Both these teams need a Buck Showalter. We need a Buck Showalter lending program in the MLB. Yeah, man. I'd like it. I like it. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't make sense that these Mets teams have flailed so much. It's got to help having Buck Showalter. You got to have respect for Buck Showalter.
Bucky
Showalter. Oh man, it's tempting, but it feels so dumb
dirty
to do.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's just talk it out here. I mean, you have the Braves in that division.
Yeah.
Now they redid the playoffs, right?
Right.
All right. So I believe. So how many teams make the playoffs now? What are we at now?
You've got the 3 division winners, then plus 2 into a wild card playoff. Is that right?
All right. So how many teams? All right. So how many teams make the playoffs? I'm Googling it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's still 6, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So just hear me out. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, yeah. So it's like The 1 and 2 seeds have buys, then 3 plays 6 and 4 plays 5.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk this out. So in the NL East, who do you have winning it?
The Phillies.
All right, so we're gonna go Phillies. Central.
The
You have
Cardinals. Yeah.
West.
Dodgers.
Dodgers. All right. Who are your so I mean, like in the hunt, we could have the Giants,
The Brewers.
Brewers, Padres,
Mets. Possibly the Braves.
So that's basically it. Like, I mean, like reality of the situation. That is basically it, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone else that we are missing. Not the Nationals, not the Reds. All right, so that's basically it. So that means there's 2 spots open for 5 teams.
Yeah.
So I mean, like it's something, you know.
Yeah. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's just it's got such a I don't know.
Now
I've been fooled. I've been fooled before by the Mets.
Now I do have one right here. Where is it? There it is. We're going up to Laverne and Shirley's hometown. I'm taking the Brewers, dude. And this is my thought process with this. Is I really feel there's going to be such a distinct advantage for those 1-2 teams.
Yep.
I feel that the Brewers have the best pitching staff in the NL.
Okay.
I know there's concerns with their hitting.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel they have the best starting pitching staff in the NL. And I feel that Craig Console, their manager, he's learning that he can't just rely on his bullpen so much. They did suffer that big injury when the reliever in the celebration punched the wall.
Right.
So I don't know. Like I just kind of feel like I think they're a little under the radar right now. I feel because the Central is a little down.
Yeah.
They have the division wrapped up early, and they could be sitting pretty going into the playoffs. So I like them at 14-1.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's fair. It'll work.
Now you are the horse man. I know. I'll admit it. My horse racing game has been way off. Like I've kind of been tanking, and a month away.
Yeah, right out from the Oaks and from the Derby.
You know, have you ever been to the Oaks and the Derby?
I've never been. I'm not sure if I want to go. I'm not a huge fan of the track on busy days. I like it when it's like empty and degenny and lonely.
So I went the first time I went when I was like, oh my God, like way too young. And so we're there and we go out. My buddy Dan, he likes to drink. He likes to throw him back a little bit. And I've lost my boy Chase. I have the circle where he is. I wonder if his internet went out again. So I will tell this story while we wait for Chase to get back here. So I'm here and we go out, and when we went out, got a little drunk after the Oaks. And when I got a little drunk after the Oaks. My buddy Dan got a little drunk at the Oaks. And we didn't make it to the Derby. We were too hungover. We were in bed. I was in bed. I couldn't move. That is one of the drunkest that I have ever been in my life, is when I went down to the Kentucky Oaks and the Kentucky Derby for the first time. I was just saying how, like, the first time I went to the Derby and the Oats, we went to the Oats. We went out afterwards, me, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, got a little too ambitious. And we all have our kryptonites. Mine just happens to be Tanqueray and tonics.
Oof, yeah.
And yeah, the old TNT got me. I couldn't get out of the bed. I missed my first Kentucky Derby. I was just laying
Just
in bed. I had the
laying in
bad
bed,
alcohol sweats going on.
smelling like a Christmas tree.
Oh my
Turkey.
god.
Oh man.
So let's go right here. Now, granted, Secret Oath ran at Oaklawn
Against the boys in the Arkansas
against the
Derby.
boys. My buddy told me her trip wasn't the best.
Nope, it was not. No.
Just looking at these, do you see anything that you feel you could fire on or anything like that?
I think Kathleen O and Secret Oath are the two that if I'm going to take a shot at beating Echo Zulu, it's going to be with those. But I'm also not 100% certain that you don't get better odds on Oaks Day itself.
Oh, okay. Now, do you feel Echo Zula is going to go off as the favorite?
More than likely, yes. I think that she will, and if she does, I mean, the value here might actually be in betting Echo Zulu early. If you don't, because 7-2 on the favorite in the Oaks, I got to see a whole lot of money coming in here, and think that there's no way that the horse goes to the gate, more than 7-2. By got to be way less than 7-2. I would say maybe like 9-5.
Okay, so do you feel though that she is head and shoulders above everybody though?
I don't necessarily do. Secret Oath will not wow you on paper. And that's why I've been against the horse. I think the last like 4 times that she's been out, but she's beaten me 3 of them. She looks impressive. I never thought that she was really ever a contender for the Kentucky Derby because she has a running style that just doesn't win the Kentucky Derby anymore since they moved to the road to the Derby point system to get into the gate, as opposed to just random people throwing in, sprinters and things that just blow up paces.
Yeah.
And so I don't think she could win in a Kentucky Derby making that closing move, because that move is really hard to do. And you're also having to pass like 15 other horses. I think it fits really well for the Kentucky Oaks, though. I could see her making that winning move from off the pace in the Oaks.
Now, if you see anyone here,
and it pretty much, I think the Oaks, they pretty much have it summed up with like the first 4 or 5 horses, quite honestly.
Ain't easy.
I hear it's not.
I don't know what's that. All right. So basically what you're saying is Echo Zula is plus 350. You predict she's going to go off 9-5. If you like her, you should be putting her in now.
Yep.
These other horses, Secret Oath and Kathleen O, are going to trick up a little bit.
I think so. Yeah.
So, okay. So you're saying if you like the chalk over the chalk, of not, just kind of sit it out right now.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go down here to the Kentucky Derby. Now I can honestly say that I felt really good going into the Kentucky Derby last year. And my horse finished 4th. I'm spacing on with the horse I bet.
Essential Quality?
No, that wasn't Essential Quality. God damn it. But God damn it, who did I bet on last? But looking at these horses right here, where's your head
at? Give me Forbidden Kingdom and give it to me right now before this horse runs in the Santa Anita Derby on Saturday and absolutely crushes and ends up being the Kentucky Derby future favorite in a week. Yes. This is your Derby winner. 100%.
Really? Forbidden Kingdom. Who? Baffert there with the juice?
No, it's Papa Mandela. It's Richard Mandela, who his last Derby contender was Omaha Beach, who didn't make the gate because of a condition known as a trapped epiglottis.
Okay.
This one looks like the real deal. Last race, absolutely crushed. Went a mile, I believe, 1.125 miles, and runs like a Kentucky Derby runner runs, which is hot, forwardly placed, very high cruising speed. Like those horses, those are who win nowadays. And Forbidden Kingdom has that big, beautiful horse. You can tell it has all the confidence in the world. It's people are really wowed over Epicenter, but Epicenter is also just kind of had it his own way on the front end. Messier, hard to make, with that being a
But
horse
he's won
that
some
was.
Stanley Cups though.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
He was
I mean,
great, amazing as the captain in the Rangers in the '94.
and don't forget about that run with the Oilers too. I mean, like
yeah. But I feel like the Rangers one is what really set him apart as his own man, because there was no Gretzky with him then. I'm. This is one of the ones that was trained by Bob Baffert, but after
Forbidden Kingdom or Messier. I'm sorry.
Messier. That
Okay.
it was trained by Bob Baffert up until a couple weeks ago, whenever it was like all the legal stuff became final and Bob could not run a horse in the Kentucky Derby. So now he's I think probably under like Tim Yaktine now, and I know the Yaktine horse, the other horse in that sort of situation who shipped to Arkansas for the Arkansas Derby to run. It didn't run great. So I am definitely low on Messier. Forbidden Kingdom or maybe White Abario.
Now, who's on Forbidden Kingdom?
I have a feeling that will probably be maybe Mike Smith. Let me check these entries and see if I can.
Okay.
Might be Money Mike.
See, I don't like Mike Smith because I'll tell you why. It feels like every time I back him, he always shits the bed.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I don't know. Like maybe, and I guess it's one of those things. Like it's when you have your quote unquote bad beats and you're like only remember the losers. But yeah, I don't know. Like for me, that's why I don't like Smith, JV, John Velasquez.
I don't. Mike Smith Mike Smith might have more fame for being a jockey who just didn't fall off than any other jockey I can think of. Like he literally, if you ever watch him, like he just lets the horse run. He doesn't move his hands. Like it's just like he literally just gets on the horse and says, "Okay, do what's in your heart right now, and I won't fall off."
No,
and that works when you're on Baffert's horses.
I have two jockeys. Actually, I have three jockeys that my all-time favorite, and they're some of the most random jockeys in the world. If I were to ask you, who are your three favorite jockeys? Who are they?
Let's see. Running now, I love Kendrick Carmouche. All-time favorites. I mean, I was never really watching Gary Stevens, but everything I've always just his like crazy like whipping, watching it like winning like Breeders' Cups, stealing them on the front end. Gary Stevens, I'll throw that in there. And I'm so new to it. Like they're mostly going to be current ones. Carmouche.
Oh, dude, I have the most random ones in the world. You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Okay, my third's gonna be Luis Saez. I'm gonna use Luis Saez.
My one is Blake Shin. This dude's an Aussie one. He came up to Arlington Park like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And no one knew who he was. He was getting these horses that were just complete dog, like not the best horses.
Yeah.
And he was just putting on clinics because he was just so much better than everyone else.
Dude, Aussie racing. It's no joke.
I bet a $1. He was in three. He had 3 races in a row. I bet a $1 pick 3 on him. I got back like $1,400.
Woo!
So yeah, so he's number one. Number 2, when I started getting into this, I was heavy betting New York tracks. Unfortunately, this jockey had his career cut short. Ramon Dominguez.
Mm-hmm.
And my last one, he's probably made me the most money because I don't like betting Gulfstream right now. Like, get the championship meet out of there. Give me Gulfstream. Give me Mr. Zales, Eduardo.
Right.
I like that guy. I like that
Yeah.
guy a lot. I don't like championship meet. You can have that. I'll take easy. I'll take easy from like what is it, March to like December. He's my guy.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Through the when the summer months run through and no one's playing Gulfstream and you can make
That's
a
my time
killing.
to
Yeah.
shine, dude. That's
Yeah.
what I love. Like everyone has their strengths, and mine just happened to be the what is it, the 4,000 claimer on a Wednesday at Gulfstream.
I'm excited. After handicapping Oaklawn for since basically December, only handicapping Oaklawn, I'm really excited to get back to the New York tracks because I am a Viking of the Naira circuit. Like so, it running straight into Belmont, just like boom. That's my
I
jam right
like Belmont
there.
a lot too. I like Belmont a lot. I mean, my thing is like, so let's talk about this. How do you bet horses? Because I do it completely different than you do.
Yeah, you're more of like a pick 4, pick 5 player. I am heavy into win bets, exactas, trifectas, and then like daily doubles.
Okay.
I always I always want to hit the pick 1, which is just a good old fashioned win bet. Because there's nothing more demoralizing than having the winner and not making anything off of it because you just didn't win bet.
Yeah.
I'm usually taking my best opinions and I'm like keying in exactas. So I like this horse and I'm putting him over these two
Okay.
in an exacta. Trifecta, I'll do like part wheels where I'm taking my 2 overlays and I'm putting them on top, and then I'm wheeling another horse in the second, and then I'm maybe wheeling 1 to 3 other horses in the third. So it's kind of built like a like an Aztec pyramid sort of thing. Which is just a structure that's always really worked well for me. Unless I have a favorite where I will just key that one on top, and then I'll put maybe like 3 underneath in each leg for like a trifecta or something.
Now, let me ask you this. Now, this is because I'm a home run hitter.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a home run hitter. So let's say you're at Belmont and you like let's say you like the horse in horse in race 4 and a horse in race 6.
Yeah.
Would you ever just do, now just hear me out, a win bet with the horse in race 4, okay, and then do a pick 3 where you do the horse you like in race 4 all, and then the horse you like in race 6, and then the horse you like in race 6, then if the horse you like in race 4 doesn't win, then you just bet the horse to win in race 6. If you're alive, you don't place a win bet, you just go with a pick 3.
Yeah, I'm that totally cool with that. But it is conditional for hitting that all button. One, it depends on how big is that field going to be, and
Okay.
it's going to be, do I think that a price in that race possibly comes through, or am I sandwiching it with maybe one of those horses that I'm certain is going to win is a longer shot? Then I might still roll with all. If there are 2 more favorites, then I'm probably going to, if I think that I'm going to use the all button, it's going to be because I don't think that the chalk wins. So maybe do I just, instead of alling, go ahead and toss out the chalk and not use them defensively and save myself some price on the ticket and set myself up for the boom, because say that, I'm booking when ending with 2 favorites. Well, if the favorite in the middle wins, then I'm maybe losing money on that pick 3 with the all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now the last thing we have to talk about, and I years and years of my Detroit Lions making these trades, and I just kind of sit back and I'm like,
yeah, I knew this was coming.
What? Like what? You drafted another wide receiver? What?
Right.
Explain to me what the Saints are doing.
No idea. None.
Like,
No clue what they're trying to do at this point.
Like, for those that don't know, a trade came across the ticker. God, I'm trying to pull it up right now.
So they ended up with the 16th and 19th pick in the first round this year, and I think they gave away their second round pick.
Okay, so the Saints get the 16th and 19th pick this year, and a 6th round pick this in this year. So
Yeah.
they picked up 3 picks.
That's where you really find diamonds.
They gave the Eagles the 18th pick,
Yep.
the 101 pick, which is in the 3rd round,
Mm-hmm.
237th pick, which is in the 7th round,
Mm-hmm.
a 1st round pick in 2023, and a 2nd round pick in 2024.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm just sitting here and I'm just thinking to myself, what are they seeing with the 16th and 19th pick? Is there like, do they feel like, hey, have it be Pickett, Corwell, Howell, Malik Wills? Do they feel like they have to get a quarterback here? I don't know. I have no idea thought process here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You know, when you and I did your podcast and we were talking about off-season moves that needed to happen and everything, like I'm gonna go ahead and say right now that I was 1,000,000% wrong on what I thought they would do. Like I literally I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea what the thought process is. I don't know if this is a tear it down rebuild or if this is or what the deal is. If like maybe missing on Deshaun Watson may put them in a position where they feel like they got to try to get they have to move up to get Kenny Pickett, or they have to move up to get, Malik Willis or Matt Corral. I don't know what they're going to do. I have no idea. The fact that Michael Thomas is still on the roster blows my mind. Like, unless they're going to maybe trade him off on draft day, because I think if they trade him draft day, then maybe it's a rebuild and they want to get started early rebuilding with 2 first rounders. But man,
now
it's
I'm pulling up the old Uncle Rico here has started to dive into his draft grades. And dude, I have to be honest with you. Guess where I have Mr. Kenny Pickett.
Where?
In terms of my quarterback, right now on my draft rankings for quarterbacks, I have Willis 1, Ritter 2, Crowell 3, Howard 4, Kenny Smallhands Pickett 5.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want them. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I think you ride with Jameis, like just all in this year, and if it doesn't work out, then you burn it down.
Now, I had someone, because I do these live streams, and I'm like, I'm gonna start to do more. I got my Twitch account, I got my YouTube account.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on making us a little fancy like intro. Boom, 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 zigzags, everything, whatever.
Yeah, star wipe.
Somebody asked me, because I always say if you have any questions, let me know. Someone asked me, how do I get my little birdies? Okay, and
yeah.
Here's the thing, like, you never know when an opportunity to get a little birdie is going to come. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The steakhouse in Indy, which I've told you about.
Yeah.
I think you and I are going to go there. There's a steakhouse in Indy. I'm not going to say the name of it, but it's where all the scouts and everything go after the combine is over, have a few adult beverages. That's one. The NBA combine is here in Chicago. I live in the burbs. I know where the guys go there. Get to the bar, get to the restaurant a little bit early, get a good spot, just start mingling.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's just all about being in the right spot in the right time. Here's Uncle Rico, I'm in the gym. I got a bad wheel, got a bad ankle, bad knee, and there's this heel over toes dude. Have you seen this guy? So there's this guy, he has this whole workout thing, heel over toes.
Yeah.
And I start doing some of the stuff where it's basically just like you do the sled, you do backwards, you do basically just do all these exercise where your knee is over your toes. It's pretty. And I see this other guy doing it, bigger, younger guy, and then I go, oh, I know who this is. And went over. I go, hey, you're doing the whole heel toes. Next thing you know, I got a workout buddy to do
Right.
the heel toes stuff with.
Right.
So, yeah, and this guy, I'm not going to say his name, obviously, because I don't know, with the whole gambling stuff, like you and I do, I don't like
Yeah.
being associated with it. So I'll respect. I'll mention him to you off air.
Yeah.
But hey, I got a new contact. This guy's going to be in the league. Hey, just add it to the roller. So you never know when you're going to make these contacts. You always got to have your eyes open and everything.
It's a better strategy than mine, which is a forced dependence on cocaine, because after a certain point, it just gets to be like herding cats. They're not really reliable. But I should probably try your method, because I think my method might send me to a federal
I'll tell you
prison.
what, the one little birdie who told me about the play the Rams were going to run, they ran in the Super Bowl. So
it's true. It's true.
A little.
I saw it. I witnessed this. This is true. This man is not lying. He has little birdies.
A little birdie told me Bayak was fine. He's going to go. Bayak went. So, we should be a go for next week. My sister is still waiting to pop out the kid. For those who don't know, it's been a month.
God bless her. Oh man.
So, we're going to shoot to be back next week, probably around the 7:45, 8 time.
Yep.
Chase, why don't you tell everyone where they can find you on social media?
Yeah, you always find me being abrasive on Twitter @ofoaklawn. Tomorrow, check it out. I've got a show with Megan Devine, our Divine and the Dog with America's Best Racing. That'll be 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 Central. And yeah, I'm around doing the gymnasium. Got a couple exciting things that are going to kick off soon. Hopefully next week I'll be able to tell you all about them.
Oh, okay. Is that what they call a tease in the industry?
It is, yeah. Where you titillated just a little bit, yeah.
I'm a little excited. So until next week, boys and girls, for those, just a review, Chase says Forbidden Kingdom, lock him in right now.
Yep.
At 10-1. I say lock in those Angels at plus 375 to win the West. Until next week, my friends, and let's make some cheddar this weekend.